present, and future. Today, our time centers on the present and capturing the now in your life. Hi, I'm Julie Fei Fan Balzer, and we begin with pocket scrapbooking. So what is pocket scrapbooking? Well, what it is you take a page protector that literally has pockets, right? You can just slip them in and out instead of maybe the traditional sort of 12 by 12 that we're used to, and you make all these little cards. Personally, I always like to make a card that is my own and not a piece of patterned paper. So you can see here I have some that are painted, some that are stamped, and it might surprise you how these are made because I used watercolor, but not sort of in the traditional way that you might think of watercolor, with a thicker application. So this is super easy to do. I just take a plain piece of paper. It can even just be a regular piece of cardstock, anything you've got sitting around. And then the really important part is you want to use tube watercolors, which are exactly like what they sound like. They are watercolor in a tube. And the reason for that is because this will be nice and wet and thick. The other important thing is you want to make sure that you use a dry brush, because with a dry brush and some tube watercolors, that is what the watercolor looks like. And you can get all these really cool dry brush techniques where you can see the strokes that you're doing. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of water so that we remember that it's watercolor, because look at the difference. Whoa, isn't that cool? It just starts to spread and wick and move all around. And of course you can jump in there, and now you see the color goes on a little bit more smoothly without any of that dry brush. If I dip my paintbrush into water, then I'm really gonna get kind of full coverage without any of those brush strokes. You can, of course, mix in other colors. I have a little bit of gold here, and that's just gonna add a nice sort of shimmery shine into everything. And who doesn't like a little bit of bling? And you can see that right there. I like to work in layers, so I would definitely let that dry and then move on to the next layer. But I usually do these kind of assembly line style, so I'll go ahead and add a little bit of color. You do not have to be an incredible painter to make really cool custom cards. You can just kind of add little tiny bits of paint all around like this. Okay, and then just keep moving it all around, even add some gold like flecks in there. Just have fun with it and enjoy the process of creating something just like so. Another tip for how you can create your cards is take a piece of art that you don't like anymore. Something that, you know, you kind of messed up on, shall we say. It's a creative opportunity. And then you can go ahead and use a paper trimmer or a pair of scissors or anything like that, and you can just go ahead and slice it through and cut it down to the size that you need, so that now that is another way of doing your pocket scrapbooking. And there you go. You can see these are exactly the same size. One is stamped, one is a leftover piece of art, and if I want, I can even take some watercolor, like let's take that gold, and just gild that a little bit in a couple places, being sure to go off the edge, which really makes it look more like an overall pattern. You can see that right there. Super duper cool. But when I'm ready to actually put together what I'm doing, I want to give you a couple tips that I like about pocket scrapbooking. So the first is, if I have any photos that have empty white space in them, I will often use them to write my journaling. So I'll just go right in the white space and write out whatever I want. And once I'm done, I can just slip it into the pocket, and now it has a little bit of handmade me. You can also stamp the date, you know, on here, whatever it is, just so that it's all there for you, and now it has a little bit more personal. The other tip that I like to give, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this out right here, is this is a large 4x6 pocket. But if I flip this over, you'll see that I've actually used two small pieces and I've simply taped them together, and nobody can ever tell the difference. So that is super easy to do. Just grab whatever sort of archival tape you have around. This is a really fun way to scrapbook, even if you're not a scrapbooker, because we all have all these photos in our phones that we don't use, that just kind of sit there. And this way you get to mix your creativity, right, with everything else that you're doing. So the other thing I wanted to show you really quickly is how you can actually take watercolor and not only add it to the cards, but what about to your photos? So you can actually personalize. It works particularly well in any area that has a light white. And I'm just gonna make sure I'm using a relatively dry brush, dry it off wherever you can. And then I'm gonna go in and start to tint the photo. And you can see how nicely that goes right on there. I've mixed a little bit of gold and purple, and it's just gonna add something special. And once that dries, I can write on there, I can add something to it. And the best news is, because it's watercolor, if you don't like it, just take a clean brush and you can start to just get it to come right off, so you don't even have to worry about it. So I hope you will take advantage of all the cool things that are happening in your life right now and try out a little bit of pocket scrapbooking.